What's a tough negotiator to you when you hear that term? Because I hear it all the time. In fact, I even posted something on it recently because I wanted to understand what people mean when they say, "Oh, she's a tough negotiator," or "He's a really tough negotiator." When you hear that, what does that mean to you?
Tough negotiator.
Yeah.
Do you mean it as a positive trait or negative?
Exactly correct. That's the question. Is if I was to say to you, you were going into negotiation, and I framed it and said, "Well, the person you're negotiating with is a tough negotiator." What would constitute tough for you?
Okay, I have two examples that come to my mind. In the police work, a tough or a difficult negotiator, if you're thinking of the people that you were negotiating with, would be a person that would not give any indicator as to what they're thinking.
Okay.
So, like catatonic individual,
Hmm.
because it was much easier to negotiate with someone who was shouting and threatening you and just everything about them was about aggression. And then you would negotiate with somebody who would pick up the phone but not say anything. So you didn't know how they're responding to what you're saying.
Yeah.
A tough negotiator in the business world would be something similar, but they would be people that would not meet you, not halfway, but not even 10%, and just stick to their. Because I mean, who wants to negotiate with a person like that?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
that would be again a difficult one to reach. Because in the police, what you very often wanted to do is you would want to find at least something where you can agree with them, and then have that person agree with you as well. Just minor bits and pieces. A friend of mine, Dr. Helena Allman, who's done wonderful studies on negotiations. She used this example. I'm not sure if that's her example, or if she picked it up. I mean, she's gone through Harvard and all these FBI, New Scotland Yard negotiator schools and stuff. Um, she said that in negotiations, it's not a black and white decision. It's like a canvas, and you put these holes with a needle. And once you've done enough of those small holes, eventually it's going to start to leak. Eventually you'll get through that canvas that in the beginning was impossible to penetrate. So even in business negotiations, I would say that's a tough partner to negotiate who doesn't give you anything in return.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I don't necessarily think tough is a bad thing. I think I don't know. I'd like to be known as a tough, fair negotiator, right? So for me, I'm not afraid to advocate for what I really believe to be true, what I want. I'm, there's some things I'm not, they're total non-negotiables, and there's other things I'm prepared to be flexible. So I think rather than be called a tough negotiator, I like to be known as being, tough on negotiating the things that are non-negotiable, but really flexible on other areas. And I think that's a good reputation to have.